guys, it's Amber. So today's video I'm going to be talking about highlighters. Highlighting my face is something I've kind of become obsessed with. I don't know why I spent so many years of my life not using highlighter because I feel like they're the most gorgeous, beautiful thing you can put on your face. And since I did my dupe video a week or so ago, I got in and I swatched a bunch of stuff and I was just like, man, it would be really fun just to do a video about highlighters. Just show the different ones I have and show the swatches so you could see like which things are drugstore and which things are high-end that actually look similar, or which two high-end products are similar, so if you have one you wouldn't need the other, or just what the different tones and stuff are when they're actually swatched. So let's go ahead and get started. So I will first start off with my drugstore highlighters. The first one I have is the e.l.f. Radiance Enhancer, and this is in Sunrise. Now this is more of a pen form of a highlighter, and this actually is a rose gold. So it is very, very beautiful and it's very pigmented, and it almost turns into be a little bit of like a blush topper for me, but this would be something that would be especially beautiful if you had deeper skin. I think this would be just stunning on you. And then I usually obviously don't put it on quite that thick. I'll blend it out just a little bit like that. So pretty. I really, really like this. Next, I'm not going to include like concealers in this because it's kind of like used concealers. I'm talking more about like mostly sparkly highlighters. Okay, next I have two of these all over color sticks, and I don't know if they still make these, but I have them, so I'm going to include them. And these are in Lilac Pearl and Persimmon. So this one is Lilac Pearl. It's just slightly darker. And then this is Persimmon right there. So those two are fairly similar, except for this one's more pink and this one's more purple tone. But these are very creamy and they're very beautiful to top any kind of violet or pink toned blush. Okay, next I have my e.l.f. Shimmer Palette. So this has 4 different shades in it. So it has like a light, bright white shade, which is actually really pretty to put under the brow bone, and just something I've kind of forgotten that I love to do. Then it has kind of a peachy one, more of a gold one, and then a very, very pink one. So there's all the swatches from that. And this is super affordable, and these are very creamy. So if you're looking for inexpensive highlight, this is very beautiful. Okay, I have 2 more e.l.f. highlighters. One of them is technically a blush. This is the one that I used in my dupes video. This is the e.l.f. Pink-tastic. And there's the swatch right there. This one you do have to work up a little bit more, but it is very beautiful. And then this one is an actual highlighter. This is Blush Gems. And this is just a touch more rose gold. The one thing I will say about these products is they do feel very dry to the touch. They're not quite as creamy, but they are very beautiful. So you can see that little bit of gold in there that's just so pretty. So there's all those from the drugstore. So I'll try to swatch the other ones over here. Okay, next I have this little shadow single. This came in an Ipsy bag, and this is from Elizabeth Mott, and it's in the color Champagne. And although a beautiful shadow, I have used this so much as a highlighter, and because it's so small, it's great to travel with. Very, very pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and mention this even though it doesn't have any shimmer. This is the Cella highlighter pen. You can see I'm really using this down. This is what I used in my nose contouring video, and this is what I like to use when I am doing heavier contouring. And this has a nice creamy consistency, and it's light, but it's not too light. If you have fair skin like mine, it is very beautiful, fair complexion, and it has no shimmer in it, but this is perfect and it's creamy, so it's very good for highlighting, but it's more used for highlighting. I don't ever use it for concealing. Okay, next I have 2 Mirabella highlighters. Mirabella is a brand that is sold through salons, and so because I'm a licensed cosmetologist, this is something that I can purchase at a discount, so of course that's something I'm gonna like to do, so that's why I have quite a few products from Mirabella. And this is a product that was discontinued a little while ago, and this is the Belza. I think I got this probably, I'd say about 3 years ago. It was when I first started doing YouTube. And it's really kind of a brighter whitish highlight, and it doesn't have a lot of shimmer, but it does have a little. It's right there, but you can see in comparison, it's a lot more natural. It's not too shimmery. And then this one, this is the highlighting powder in Shimmer Rose. This is from the Brilliant highlighters, and these they do carry currently. And this one, like if you go down here, it ends up being more of a blush, but once you get up in that corner, you can see where I've really kind of dipped in there. Then it becomes a beautiful blush colored highlight. So for people with really fair skin, it would probably be more of a blush, but I use it as a highlighter. You can use it as a blush or just kind of a blush topper. Very pretty. I love the mineralized look to it. Okay, next I guess this kind of should have gone with the Drugstore, but I forgot to mention it earlier. And this is the Ulta brand illuminating powder in Yellow Diamond. And this I think is the lightest color of highlighter I have, and it's the only one I really have with this strong of yellow undertone. A lot of my highlighters are pink. You can see it's super pigmented. I mean, it's just so beautiful. So I really liked this, and even if I'm using like that blush I just showed, like this, I could even highlight with this because it's so light. Okay, next I have a couple MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes. The first one is the cult favorite. This is Soft and Gentle. And I'm sure you guys have seen this. I also used it in my little video there. And swatch next to the Yellow Diamond. This is a lot more golden toned. Very, very beautiful. It doesn't come off sparkly on the face, just a nice shimmer. It is very, very beautiful. The next one, I guess, they have re-released this. This is Stereo Rose. This is a recent purchase. And I got this from a cosmetics company outlet. And I guess they released this in like 2012 and it was more of a blush. And then when they re-released it in 2014, it was more of a highlighter. I think this is the newer version, but on me, it could be a blush because I'm fair, but I've been using it as a highlighter. And it's so pretty because it's like a coral. And it's so unique, and once I swatched it, I was like, okay, I need to have this. It's just so beautiful. I feel like it's different than the other ones that I own. Okay, I'm kind of running out of room, so I'm gonna have to move up on my hand. So the next one I have is from Benefit, and this is a cream highlighter, and this is What's Up. When I first bought this, I regretted it because at the time I didn't have a lot of money, and spending $30 on a highlighter I just thought was a waste. But since then I've come to find the love, and I'm glad that I purchased it, and it is very, very beautiful, and that's it right there. So like you can see it has that gold, but then when it hits the light it's just like boom. Just gives such a nice reflect. Okay, the next one is a cult favorite. I don't have this in a single, I actually only have it in a palette, and this is the Balm's Mary Luminizer. This is one of those highlighters that you can overdo it with. I mean, it is so, so pigmented, and it is creamier than all get out. So that one is not quite as light as this, not as dark as the Soft and Gentle, but they are very similar. I'll swatch it right next to it. Yeah, so Soft and Gentle is just a little bit more gold, and then the Mary Luminizer is just a tad bit more yellow. Kind of give you a close-up here of those swatches. You can see how pink those are when you hit the light. Okay, and then my last highlighter is also in a palette. This is the Tarte Angelic. And this one also is very similar to the Mary Luminizer. Or it's not quite as pigmented as the Mary Luminizer, which you'll see when I swatch it. But I usually have to brush soften the Mary Luminizer because it's too much. So this ends up being like right from the pan. It's a beautiful wearable shade. So there it is. Same tone, but you can just see how much less pigmented, or just, I don't want to say it's not pigmented, it's just a softer formula. It's not just so strong, where this one you just have to work with it a little bit more. So those are all my different highlighters, and it's just fun to see all the different looks. Let's see if there's any here that look like very obvious dupes. So just so you can see this a little better, just for fun, I swatched all these that were a little more similar to each other. So first we have that eyeshadow, the Elizabeth Mott eyeshadow. My Soft and Gentle and my e.l.f. highlighters, I mean, they seriously look so similar, like you can't even tell them apart. And then next to last I have my Tarte, and then I have my Mary Luminizer. So I mean, honestly, if you had any of these, I think they would be similar enough that they would pretty much do the same thing. Anyway, those are all of my different highlighting swatches. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful for you, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!